Hi there, students. Hinterland, hinterland. A countable noun. It's usually used in the singular, but you can say hinterlands as well. Okay, let's see. You have a coast, the coast by the sea, and then the hinterland is the interior, the part that is away from the coast. So, for example, Peru, Lima is the capital city, and Lima is on the coast, and there's a big coastal strip of Peru. But if you go over the Andes, the hinterland is, I think, much more interesting. Okay, so it's the interior of a country. They also use this to say the part of a country that is away from big city areas. So I was trying to think of an example of hinterland in Britain. I think probably Scotland's better because, Britain's quite a small country. So Edinburgh and Glasgow are in the south of Scotland, but as you go northwards and get into the hinterland, the countryside becomes more beautiful. Okay, so the part of a country that's away from the influence of the big city areas, it's rural areas, yeah. So beyond the major towns, beyond the major ports, yeah. So this is a town which has a lot of agricultural hinterland outlying. Okay, so it's the wilds. It's the part that is not that is not inhabited, that it's not affected by the major cities or by the coast, because normally coasts, there are lots of people on the coast, but then if you get into the hinterland, into the interior, it's very different. So I think, for example, Spain, many people know the coast and the beaches, the coast, the Mediterranean coast, but the hinterland, much lower population, but also maybe a much more interesting place. I guess you can use this metaphorically to talk about something that is beyond what you can see or beyond what you know. So yes, telescopes are seeing further and further into space, but what is in the hinterland beyond that, who knows? Let's see. Okay, we were thinking about where life begins, yeah, and where life ends, and maybe the hinterland between after those two states. So effectively a hinterland, a remote area, a long way from the cities, yeah, a long way from the coast. Very often as well a river. Yeah, a river. Normally a river, there's quite a lot of population beside a river, and as you go into the hinterland, the way of life changes. Okay, so it's the back country. Yeah, it's not the urbanite, very civilized, very posh city, but the hinterland, the rural areas. Now, as to formality, I think I would give this word a 5 in formality. Use it anywhere. I would suggest using it in essays. It's a good word to use. And as to origin, this word is pure German. Yeah, it comes from German, the German word hinterland. It is exactly the same, so we borrowed it from German. Hinter, behind, and land, the land behind. I think originally this was the area behind a port. Yeah, so you've got a port on the sea, and then you had the hinterland behind it, which was the area of the port which was used to store all of the different things. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Hinterland.